My name's James Deacon, and in the last few years I've become obsessed with darts. It's all I think about. So I've had this idea. I'm going to immerse myself in the darting universe by meeting as many pros as possible. On the way, I'm going to grab as many throwing tips as I can.
Just throw it.
So that me and you other Johnny-come-latelys can look semi-decent down the pub. This is Seeing Double. Right.
Let me just quickly last check of the GoPro. So you and Jason got aboard maybe 2.5 years. Jason's my brother, your good mate.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of a social thing. Our good mate Peter bought it for you, and I think he didn't think that it was going to take off the way it has.
I opened it, I was like, oh, that's brilliant. And I just stuck it down next to my desk, and there it stayed for 3-4 months in a box. And occasionally we'd go, oh, we should get that out, and then work would be busy or whatever. And then Jason was like, I'm going to put it on the wall, but we couldn't do it in the office, so we had this storeroom upstairs, and I'm sure we can put a picture of it up on here, but like, it was almost exactly the right size, wasn't it? And the right height.
Only that though.
It just became like our darts arena, and we would never play like 301, 501. It would be like, we played a game called Skids, where in 3 darts you had to get the highest score that you could. The more we did that, it was like, it became a bit of an obsession, and we would like be working, but we're looking at the dartboard, and it would be like, have you got time for a quick skids? And we were like, yeah, all right. So we'd just batter out a bit of work for 15 minutes, then jump on the board.
At what point did it go from chucking 12-pound brass darts to go into Ali Pally? Like, where did that change?
Anyone that has gotten into it recently can relate, but like, it's so addictive. That first time when it hits the treble 20.
I know, yeah.
And that dart, that's what you've wanted to hit. That feeling, you just chase that again.
Yeah. It is a chasing thing, isn't it? It's hard to put the darts down. We're like, oh, 3 more, I can do better now. What is this series? Like, what do you want to get out of it?
I want to go out and talk to players. I want to talk to fans. I want to talk to the experts and ask the questions that people are asking themselves right now. They've bought the dartboard. They're hitting 26 every time if they're lucky, and they'd like to get better. Not everyone's going to have access to the players. I think we should put ourselves out there and go and speak to the players and like find their beginnings. Like, how did they start out?
Are you doing it for yourself? Do you want to be able to just be like, I've got 10 more average than I did last year, or do you want to be able to punish your mates every time you play?
I think it's less about punishing your mates, right? Because like, I don't get that much joy out of that. I want to join a pub team. I want to walk in and someone go, what team do you play for? I'm be like, I've not got a team. Join our team.
Nice.
I thought this was as good a time as any to check on my average.
Wow.
No doubles, just 10 turns to see what my scoring was like.
41.
.9. Seriously, that's the best I've ever thrown. Surely it's all downhill from here.
So first pro, to me, you've already sorted it out. Who have we got?
We've got Ricky Evans. So we hit the road. 90 minutes of Monday motorway and terrible chat. You can't say that. Heading to the home of Rapid Ricky Evans.
In the last few years, we've had a few tournaments with mates, and you were probably one of the favourites, but you keep going out in the early rounds. Why?
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I'd say. The thing is, it's like, I don't know, I think it's too hit or miss, too inconsistent. And maybe it's that nerves thing, maybe you do get in your own head, I don't know. I actually have quite little hand-eye coordination. Hey, I imagine Ricky's had to talk quite a lot. I wonder what his favourite services are. Yeah, this is the kind of shit people want to know, surely.
Next on SD1, Great British Service Stations with Ricky Evans.
We made it to Kettering to meet the fastest dart slinger in the North Hamptonshire area for a little chat and the biggest game of 101 he's ever had.
I'm thinking I've been hustled here.
Ricky, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate
No problem.
it. I think we're going to go back to the beginning. Let's start at the start. How and when did you first start playing darts?
I was 2 years, 3 years old. I'd have a board on the chair.
not as high as obviously the men could throw, and I'd just lob them at the board. And as years went on, I think I got to about 9 and 10, and I moved up to the 7'9¼ distance.
Yeah.
And apparently I was good.
Amazing.
The love came for it when I was about 11, my first ever comp. Got to a final as a boy, and most lads were like, finding what zoo and nuts were, or watching football. Well, not me, I was playing darts all day. It's just weird.
Just J2Os on the side.
I'd run home from school as well and just play darts,
When you're preparing now, is that there's a lot of technicalities, but at the time, were you thinking about that, where you put your elbow, where at the weight your position?
Not really.
Or you just chucking?
No, I've just got a very basic lob and throw, just boom, boom, boom. I'm fast.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I was a lot faster. My second arm was up here. It was like getting out of my hands as quick as I can.
So part of this is like, we'll have a lot of people that are quite new to darts that are like starting to play like as adults. We're trying to work out if you can get good at darts with lots of practice, or are the top dart players like yourself born with some magic ingredient? What do you think?
It's got to be a bit of both, hasn't it? It's got to be. I know people that have grafted. They're not probably as good as me, but they're probably higher in the rankings than me. Yeah. And that's just few pure wanting it more. And maybe that's what I need, a bit of fight, a bit of grit. Because like I said, natural talent, I'm probably up there. I have to be up there. People have told me all my life. My manager would tell me, I've got the game to be top 8 in the world. Just probably haven't got the head to do it at the minute. I've got to be like ruthless like that. I've got to be stuff what the crowd thinks, stuff what everyone else thinks. Win. You have to win, yeah. If people don't like you, if people hate you, if they slag you off, call you a knob, beat them. And then off stage you can shake hands and punch each other if you have to. It's just, I'm not a violent person. I don't think I've ever been warned or been told off on the tour. So maybe I need a couple of tellings off, like stop squaring up to players, or well, I haven't got it in me. But
wow, I mean, I can't imagine it happening.
You'd be amazed how many on tour, like if they lose a game, they're like squaring up to each other or outside now, and it's like, at the end of the day, it's our careers, a job, so it's. Yeah. It hurts when you lose it.
When you're backstage, what are you listening to?
I'm a music buff. I love music, love it. So I've got everything. You name it, it's on there. I could have Scooter on, then I could have Elvis. Then I don't know, Shawaddy Waddy will pop up. Yeah. And the Bee Gees. Are
you a big like stick it on shuffle and
stick on shuffle. If Celine Dion comes on and I'm bawling my eyes out, Then a bit of techno comes on, I'm bouncing back up again. So.
Who's most up for a chat?
What do you mean, like
when you get
banter, bit of banter, a bit of that. Bunting's a good lad. Chisnell. Yeah, they're just proper pub dart players. They've gone good. Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of people that don't. We all get on. We're all like a big family, really. Your Cullens, your Aspinalls, they're all giving each other rubbish and bit of banter. I'm going to beat you on the board. I'm going to beat you on the board.
Oh, that's great. I love to hear
Liverpool lost or United are losing and stuff like that. It's just like
getting the
everyone they do. Oh, Van Gerwen loves it. He dishes it out.
Does he?
Yeah, he'll give you rubbish. I'll post a picture on Twitter or something once. I think I was in a cheerleader outfit, fancy dress. He like come up to me and I was like, oh God, Michael's coming up to me. It's not like I'm not going to go, oh. He just went, he never really comes up to me. I'm like, what the hell did you wear that? What? Wearing that pink dress. You look like a right twat. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, cheers, Michael. And then, I think he dicked me 6-0 after that. I was like, oh, cheers.
Ben Taylor 433 said, how do I aim? Am I looking through my hand or keeping my vision through?
I'm terrible at these ones, by the way.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's just, if you can see your dart, I think it helps. If your dart's in front of you, because you see so many people with their dart raised above their head, and it's like, how do you know what your dart's doing up there? I see so many people that throw their dart and it hits them, like their chin or their. That can't help. It's how you stand as well. You've got to stand properly. Yeah. You can't be standing leaning back. You've got to be forward. You've got to mean like you want to throw. I'm so terrible at them questions.
Don't worry about it. You're great.
It's really helpful.
Right, enough mucking about. It's me versus Ricky, 101.
Welcome to the Midland Band Club for an absolute blockbuster. We've got James yet to decide on a nickname Deacon versus rapid Ricky Evans. James there looking like a man who knows this is the biggest game of his career so far. Ricky looking like a man who can't wait to get home. Deacon to throw first. Oof, bit loose. Oh, lovely dart. Double 13 for the match.
I've been hustled. I'm thinking I've been hustled here.
Ricky can't muck about here. Deacon is ready to punish him.
94.
Ooh, a nervy
If I hit
start.
ball now, I'll leave tops.
Oh, that's harsh. Deacon with double 8 to end it. Marker. Oh, that's wayward.
You ain't got 4,000 people singing Ya Ya and Colo Torre.
Evans needs 90. He's making hard work of it here. Right, this has to be it. Double 8. James Deacon. Wild. The nerves have got to him. He's given Evans a lifeline. Here we go.
That's where you've got to be brutal in this game.
Tops. Inside. Double 10. Oh! Oh, Deacon has melted here. Will he be coming back? Double 5 for the title. Oh, he's come inside. He's left double 1. This really is last chance saloon for Deacon, you feel. Oh,
jeez.
Double 1. He's done it. Ricky Evans is the champ.
Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for letting me win a game. Thank you.
I've got to hit it now. Don't do it now.
So there we go. My first darting road trip has come to an end. Let's hope I've learnt something from this experience to add to my game. If not, I've met an absolute legend. Ricky was funny, knowledgeable, and so good at darts. And one loss from one. Not a great start, but this adventure has only just begun.